I arrived at the office at 8:30. The morning was quiet and very peaceful. I put my bag on my wooden desk. My workspace was clean and ready for work. I turned on my computer and my tablet. A new message appeared on the digital screen. Our team had a very important task today. We needed to finish a website for a client. I felt a mix of excitement and responsibility. I saw Tom entering the office with coffee. He is a very smart and fast programmer. "Good morning, Anna," he said with a smile. I replied, "Hello, Tom. Are you ready today?" He nodded and sat at the desk opposite me. We usually work together on big creative projects. I opened my digital calendar to check the time. Our first meeting was at 9 o'clock sharp. I needed to prepare some charts and numbers. Tom started to check the code on his laptop. The office was bright with a lot of windows. I like working in a place with natural light. I took a small notebook to write some ideas. Every project needs a good and logical plan. Tom asked me about the client's new requirements. I showed him the notes on my large tablet. He listened carefully to every single word. Working with Tom is always very easy and fun. He understands technical things very quickly. I am responsible for the design and the schedule. Together we make a very strong professional team. The clock on the wall showed 10 minutes to 9. I prepared a bottle of water for the meeting. My white blouse felt comfortable and very fresh. I felt confident about our success this morning. The office began to fill with other colleagues. I heard the sound of keyboards and soft voices. It was time to start our big presentation. I took my tablet and walked to the room. Tom followed me with his silver laptop. We were ready for a busy and productive day. We entered the large and modern meeting room. My boss was already sitting at the head table. I put my tablet on the glass surface gently. "Let's discuss the new website," my boss said. I started the presentation with the first slide. The screen showed a beautiful and colorful design. I explained our main goals for this special week. Tom spoke about the technical side of the project. He used simple words to explain complex things. Everyone listened with great interest and attention. My boss asked about the deadline for the work. I checked my schedule and gave a clear answer. We will finish everything by Friday evening. This was a very ambitious and difficult plan. But I knew our team was very hardworking. Tom showed some examples of the new features. The buttons on the website looked very modern. I felt proud of the work we did yesterday. One colleague asked a question about the photos. I explained that we use high-quality images only. The boss nodded and seemed very satisfied. We talked for 1 hour about the tiny details. I wrote down the new suggestions in my notebook. It is important to remember every little comment. Tom agreed to change the color of the menu. He suggested using a darker shade of blue. I thought that was an excellent creative idea. The meeting finished at exactly 10 o'clock. We walked back to our desks in the main office. I felt relieved that the boss liked our progress. "We have a lot of work to do, Tom," I said. He smiled and replied, "We can do it together." I sat down and started to update the plan. The morning was very successful for our team. I drank some water and took a deep breath. The sunlight was beautiful on my office desk. I felt full of energy and very motivated. Tom was already typing code very fast. He is a very dedicated and loyal worker. Our project was moving in the right direction. At 11 o'clock, Tom saw a big error. One part of the website was not working. He looked a bit worried and very focused. I walked to his desk to see the problem. The screen was full of red error messages. "This is a difficult bug," Tom explained quietly. I asked him if I could help with anything. I could check the database or the images. He thanked me and asked for some extra time. I sat next to him to support my colleague. We looked at the code together for 30 minutes. I suggested checking the last update from Monday. Tom clicked a few buttons and found the mistake. It was a very small and simple typo in the text. He corrected the word and saved the new file. The website started to work perfectly again. "Great job, Anna. You have a good eye," he said. I felt happy that we solved the problem fast. Technical work can be very stressful sometimes. But solving problems gives a lot of satisfaction. I went back to my desk to finish the reports. I needed to send an email to our client today. I wrote about our progress and the new features. The client was a very nice and polite person. I attached some screenshots of the new design. Tom sent me the final link for the testing area. I clicked the link and checked every page. The colors were bright and the text was clear. I felt a sense of accomplishment in my heart. It was almost time for our lunch break. My stomach made a small sound of hunger. I asked Tom if he wanted to go to the cafe. "Yes, I need a break from the screen," he said. We put our computers on sleep mode for a while. The office was very busy at this hour. We walked down the stairs to the street. The fresh air felt very good after the office. I took my phone to check the local weather. It was a warm and sunny afternoon in the city. We were ready for a short and nice rest. We chose a small Italian cafe near the office. The smell of fresh pasta was very inviting. I ordered a salad with chicken and a juice. Tom chose a big pizza with extra cheese. We sat at a table near the large window. We did not talk about work for 15 minutes. Tom told me about his new mountain bike. He loves riding in the forest on weekends. I told him about my painting classes on Tuesdays. It is important to have hobbies outside of work. We laughed about a funny video on the internet. The food was delicious and very fresh today. I felt more relaxed after the healthy lunch. Good communication makes a team work better. I learned that Tom has a small brown dog. Its name is Buddy, and it likes playing ball. I showed him a photo of my white cat, Luna. We discovered that we both love animals. The cafe was full of other office workers. Everyone was talking and enjoying the break. I checked my watch, it was nearly 1 o'clock. "We should go back to the project," I said. Tom finished his coffee and stood up. We paid for our lunch and left the cafe. The walk back to the office was very quick. I felt ready for the second half of the day. The elevator was busy, so we used the stairs. Moving a little bit is good for the health. I sat at my desk and opened my email again. The client sent a very positive and kind reply. They loved the new design and the blue colors. I told Tom the good news immediately. He looked very happy and much less stressed. We had only a few things left to finish today. I started to prepare the final documentation. Every project needs a lot of clear instructions. I worked on the text for the help section. Tom was testing the website on his mobile phone. It looked great on the small screen too. We were a very efficient and creative team. At 3 o'clock, I finished the main report. It was 10 pages long with many pictures. I sent the file to my boss for the final check. Tom was busy with the last part of the code. He was adding a contact form for the users. I helped him to check the spelling of the words. We found a small mistake in the address line. Tom fixed it in less than a minute. The office became a little bit noisier. People were finishing their daily assignments. I cleaned my desk and organized my papers. I like to have everything in the right place. Tom sighed with relief and closed his laptop. The code is finished and perfectly clean, he said. We did a final test of the whole website together. Every link was working and every page opened. I felt a big weight leave my shoulders today. We achieved our goal 2 days before the deadline. This was a great result for our whole department. My boss walked past and gave us a thumbs up. Excellent work, Anna and Tom, he exclaimed. I felt very proud of our professional cooperation. I wrote a final message to the client about the link. They could now see the finished website. I looked at the clock, it was 5 o'clock. The workday was almost at its end. I felt tired but also very, very happy. Tom started to pack his things into his bag. He looked forward to his bike ride in the evening. I thought about my cozy sofa and a good book. Working hard makes the rest feel much better. I turned off the large office monitor. I put my tablet into its protective case. The office lights were soft in the evening. I checked my bag for my house keys and phone. Everything was ready for my departure. I felt very satisfied with my job today. Helping people with technology is my passion. Tom was waiting for the elevator near the door. I walked toward him with a light step. We stood near the elevator and talked quietly. What are your plans for the evening, Tom? He said he wanted to cook a nice dinner. I told him I was going to the gym. The elevator arrived and we went down. The lobby of the building was very busy now. I saw many people leaving their workplaces. We walked out into the warm evening air. The sky was orange and pink from the sunset. The city sounds were loud but very familiar. See you tomorrow morning, Anna, Tom said. I replied, have a great evening, Tom. Goodbye. He walked toward the parking lot for his bike. I walked toward the bus stop near the park. I felt the gentle wind on my face today. My job gives me a lot of positive energy. I like solving problems and creating new things. Having a good colleague like Tom is a gift. Teamwork is the secret to every big success. I arrived at the bus stop and waited. The bus was on time and not too crowded. I sat near the window and looked at the city. I saw many shops and people on the streets. I thought about the website we finished today. Thousands of people will use it very soon. This thought made me smile with true joy. I felt like a very important part of the world. My career is moving forward every single day. I arrived at my home and opened the door. My cat Luna greeted me with a soft meow. I put my bag on the table and relaxed. The workday was officially over for me. I felt happy, successful, and very peaceful. Tomorrow will bring new challenges and tasks. But I know I can handle anything with my team. I am a professional woman in a modern world. I love my life and my interesting work. The sun disappeared behind the tall buildings. The evening was quiet and very beautiful. My story of the big project was complete.
Tell me why you want to learn English. The 3 most interesting comments will get 10 English lessons absolutely free.